as a business owner, you cannot be in la la land. You cannot be oblivious to what's going on around you in your business. You can't be so hands off that you don't even know what's going on. I am a total hands-on business owner. I like to know what's going on. I'm in tune with my social media pages, and you should be too. Be in tune with your customers. Be in tune with your team. If someone's acting differently or their vibe is off, kind of address it and move forward.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with daily on-the-go episodes packed with testimonies and business tips to help you create financial freedom through entrepreneurship. Hosted by the owner of Fracassi Lashes and the Blow Dry Lounge, the Beauty Boss Millionaire herself, Felicia Fracassi.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire. I'm your host, Felicia Fracassi, and the objective of this episode is really just to go over some skills that are needed to run a business and also to be an effective leader. We're going to jump right into it. The first skill is persuasion. When you run your business, you got to remember you're the person that can either make or break the business by being able to persuade people into getting your product, into signing up for whatever it is that you're selling, or signing up for a service, or just simply believing in your product. Having the ability to persuade someone is something that has to be learned, and you might have it naturally, but it's almost like you're telling them all the benefits and convincing them that this is the right choice. On the last episode, we talked about conflict resolution, but another thing that I think is important is just simply conflict management. Being able to manage conflicts in a calm tone and to be able to effectively work through problems within the company. I see so many leaders that sometimes they turn their eye or they overlook things because of not wanting to deal with the problem. But as a leader, you have to address it head on. You can choose to take the person off the floor, but you need to address things, especially if it starts to bother you head on. Now, I'm not talking about little petty things. Things like that, they're going to happen, but people's personalities get in the way sometimes. Things like that are fine, but when it comes to the point where it's affecting the operation, then you need to kind of have a conversation with them in a nice tone too. One thing I am really big on is when you handle conflict, your emotion doesn't need to be involved in it. You shouldn't be swearing, yelling, being angry, and making people feel uncomfortable. You don't want to make people feel uncomfortable because then they don't want to be around you and they're going to be less likely to come to you with a problem. So part of conflict management is being able to manage an issue without any type of emotion and really just addressing simply the issue and providing a solution for them and making sure everyone is on the same page. Self-awareness is a big one. I really just want to speak a little bit about self-awareness. Something that I think all leaders should be aware of is two things. Self-awareness meaning that you are aware of your weaknesses as well. I had to realize one of my big weaknesses early on is that I have a soft heart. Meaning that I always want to help everybody. I always want to try to help. And I don't know where that comes from because you would think of all the crazy things that happened in my life that I would be less of a helpful person. But I think because I've been through so much and I've started from the bottom, I can see problems that people are having without me even hearing about them. I can just look at someone, I can see what the real problem is from being in a lot of situations. And it's made my heart a little weak. And sometimes I had to learn that my heart has to be removed in business sometimes. Now, obviously you should have a heart in business. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that sometimes your emotion affects your business. And being aware of this really helps so you can work on that area. Also, another thing with self-awareness is, if you're aware of your weaknesses, you should also be aware of your strengths. Obviously, you're going to have strengths, you're going to have weaknesses. But one thing that you should also have when you're being self-aware is being aware of how you're perceived, being aware of your actions, your tone, and just really how you are communicating with your team, how you are presenting yourself. Some people can be straight up rude, nasty, cruel, and cold. And you don't want to be like that. I'm telling you, leaders that try to rule like that, they don't last long. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Give your special lady a gift certificate to the Blow Dry Lounge to get her hair done, and then over to Fracassi Lashes for her lashes and her brows done for only $60. That's right, hair done, brows done, and lashes done. Call 225-HAIR or 225-LASH or stop in the Grease Ridge Mall.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast.
So it's important that you're aware of yourself. And the second thing about self-awareness is you want to be aware of every facet of your business. For example, I work in a business where I kind of have to kind of gauge who's coming in the door, what's going on. In the malls that I've worked in, there have been a few incidents where in the mall, in a public place, there's this new thing where people are shooting up malls or they're doing all kinds of things. And I've kind of had to learn to just kind of watch my back when I'm in places and when I leave out of places. And I'm really self-aware of the things around me. I have a really good sense of self-awareness. And I had to teach my team this, as you begin to expand your business and grow, people are going to see you. They're going to know you. And it's good that you're aware of your surroundings. With everything going on nowadays, I feel like it's so important that we are being extra cautious and being extra safe. There's some people that really run around. They leave their stuff everywhere. They don't lock their doors. They're leaving their purse one place, their credit card the next. They're losing things. They're airheaded. They're losing important files. I'm telling you, this is not a conversation that I initially wanted to have, but when I seen one of my friends who's a business owner, they're not really aware. They're not even aware of their phone ringing, the phone text, the texting, getting back to people. They're not aware of what's going on. It's like they're in la la land. And the last thing is just really being a good manager. I've talked about this on several other episodes, but one thing that I feel like is a strength of mine is I'm a really good manager of people. Running a business is 90% managing people, managing projects, managing how your business is going to run, putting everything in place for it to be a smooth operation. Even managing your time is so important in your business. I always wish I had more time. Sometimes I remember thinking, why do I even have to sleep? Why? Because God requires us to be able to rest. And it's so important that we take that time out to rest. So that's why you need to manage your time wisely. So you can take that time out to just relax and breathe. It can't just be all work. You need to have fun. You need to be able to get out and just enjoy yourself and really just enjoy your family. What's the point of doing all this? The whole point is that you grow with your relationship and that you grow together while you get the bag. You don't want to get the bag and grow apart. The whole point is to try to stay together and keep your business together and stay a well-rounded person. So many people get so prideful, and being humble is so important. Now, I'm not saying you have to be taking the low road on everything, but sometimes it's good to just let other people talk and you just listen. And it's good to be understanding of people, understanding of what people are going through. It's just good to be I can't explain it any other way, but be well-rounded. Be kind. You never know who someone is. Treat people how you want to be treated. 99% of these problems in the world would stop if you treat people how you want to be treated. I always, even tonight, I was leaving my store and I was in the store by myself, and I was in the store kind of late because I was reorganizing the store, and I was just kind of watching people in the mall as I'm leaving because I'm I'm well aware of my surroundings, and I was thinking I hope it's getting kind of late. I probably should get out of here. And right as I was getting ready to leave, I was still on the inside of my store because I locked myself in, yes. Sister had to look out for herself in case someone tried to do something. Someone walked up to the gate and they asked could they use my phone, which was kind of back in the day you could do that. Nowadays, you let someone borrow the phone and then they run off with your phone. And for me, it's not even about the phone. You can have the phone, but I need all those contacts, my emails. I need a whole lot of stuff. And honestly, if you need it bad enough, I'll let you have it. I'll buy you a phone. But the point is that the girl came in. Actually, hold on, back up. She did not come in. I pulled my gate down, and you're probably like, oh, why would you do that? So mean. But you have to think of your safety first. I pulled the gate down, and then I said, hi, how can I help you? Because the last thing is I don't want anyone trying to do anything. And she said, well, look, I missed my bus. I'm trying to get a hold of my mom. I said, okay, well, is there another bus coming, or do you need some help? Because I'm still going to be a nice person, even though you're trying to worry about your safety first. And the young lady basically didn't need a ride home. She didn't need Uber or anything, which I offered. But she said she just wanted to get in touch with her mom. And I just kind of let her talk on I said, what's the number? I'll dial it for you. And I just let her talk on speakerphone. And I was just sitting here like, wow, things have changed nowadays. You can't even really, you don't know who to trust. You try to go help someone with a flat tire. Next you know that you're in the back of your own trunk. These are the times that we're in now. But in all, you have to be guarded, but yet use wisdom. You want to be a helpful person, but yet you don't want to be taken advantage of. And more importantly, you want to be able to handle people. You want to be able to be aware of your surroundings and just use all these gifts and talents and leadership skills to be able to get you where you need to go. Because, listen, believe in your brand. I hope all of this has helped. Thanks for tuning in to the Beauty Boss Millionaire with Felicia Fracassi.
That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast. And don't forget to follow the Beauty Boss Millionaire, Felicia Fracassi, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Beauty Boss Millionaire.